Let's fucking start the podcast, all right? Norm, I need some fucking energy out of you tonight. I don't know what you jerk off too many times.
Shut the fuck up so I can start the show.
Okay.
God.
Jesus Christ.
White Guys!
Welcome to White Guys, episode 26.
Yes.
This is White Guys Celebrate Women's History Month.
The third best month.
Third best month. Very good.
Yes.
Someone's keeping track.
And hopefully you're watching us on YouTube right now or Rumble if you're listening on the audio version. That's awesome. But we always have some visual treats for you, so come on over and check out the video version.
And Norm's very handsome.
Matt is also very handsome.
Thank you.
Kenny's hot.
Kenny, not so much, but he's getting there.
He's working on it.
Y'all just jealous of my cheese curls. Don't worry about it.
We got to GoFundMe for some gender reassessment surgery for Kenny.
He's halfway there with that hair.
We'll see.
I'm tucked for the evening. You said you were gonna.
How do you know I'm not?
You know, if you happen to be on YouTube, go ahead and do us a little favor, right? Hit that subscribe button. Maybe even punch that like button. If you're an audio-only listener, we would really appreciate a 5-star rating. If you're feeling extra generous, write us a little review. You know, tell us what you love, tell us what you hate, tell us what you want to see on the show, what you don't want to see on the show. You know, if you've been concerned about Kenny's curls, we haven't seen them in a while, let us know. You know, where the curls at? Where them motherfucking curls at, yo?
The other ones, you just couldn't see them.
Where are those curls been hiding? Okay, if you want to see Matt bench press Kenny live on the show, tell us that. You know, we're here for you guys. We're here for you. We're regular dudes just trying to make a podcast, you know, and those ratings and those reviews, they really help out with the algorithm, help us to get seen, because we're not tapped into any kind of scene. You know, we're not political insiders. We're not tech bros. We're not these Hollywood elites that are sucking adrenochrome out of children and sacrificing children's bodies on this satanic altar somewhere in the woods. Like, we're not...
Speak for yourself.
That. You know? We're just regular American dudes working jobs and trying to make a little ha-ha, trying to make a little funny fun as we all walk down that road to the inevitable day when they do lock us into our virtual reality pods and start pumping us full of amino acids and liquefied bugs.
Crickets.
Okay? So let's get on with the show. To my right is the Dean of Red Pill University on TikTok, Dean Matt. What's happening, pal?
Hey, man. How you doing? Happy
Good to see
Wednesday.
you. Happy White Guy Wednesday.
Yeah, you know.
We made it. We made it. Another day, and it's a beautiful one. So beautiful.
And you know him. Shut up. I haven't introduced you yet.
Oh.
You know him. You love him.
I don't think
The non-blowing G.
he blows everything before.
Kenny G.
Hi.
What's up, buddy?
Just spring curling for everyone.
Yeah?
Showing up, yeah.
You feeling good?
I knew Matt was going to be super excited.
You got the curls out.
I did. I broke them out.
I am.
I actually just put the wig on. It's not even real.
Yeah. For anybody who doesn't know, if you haven't seen the early episodes, they are actually just stitched to the underside of that bucket cap.
Gorilla
Just-
glued.
Yeah, like
They're
those
gorilla
Rasta
glued
hats
on.
you could get on the boardwalk. You know, with the
Take it.
dreads.
Hold on, here, watch. Here it comes. They're coming off. It'd be so cool. Like
You should have like a light underneath the hat, so when you take it off, it seems like it's like
the glow.
the glow.
I let the white glow through.
That would be good.
I like it. I like it.
Are you excited?
I'm so excited.
Fucking pumped.
I'm excited.
So excited.
So excited.
That's why I broke out my cheese curls.
Let's do the rundown. Let's do the rundown. It is Women's History Month, and we have a list of our favorite 5 women from recent history. Senator John Fetterman does not want to use taxpayer dollars to pay for kinky-ass sex parties.
Sounds like it's right up his alley.
So I don't know.
Yo, he just mad he wasn't invited.
There you go. The California Pharmacists Association is doing its best to indoctrinate its members into the woke cult. We have a story about a racist video game developer who only hires people who look like her. And we might throw in some something nice.
Something nice.
For Kenny.
You can just throw me in there. I'm nice.
Keep them happy.
Sometimes. Go fuck yourselves.
It's Women's History Month.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
Now, obviously, there are countless women from out American history who could be on this list, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Harriet Tubman.
Harriet Tubman, everyone
Rachel
back
Dolezal.
from-
Michelle Obama.
Dolezal, yeah. Alice Cooper. So many.
Yeah.
The Queen.
Jimmy Buffett.
Jimmy
Marilyn Manson.
Marilyn Manson, yeah. We could go on forever.
Marilyn's hands.
I mean, we could take the entire episode and just list amazing women. But in the interest of time,
I think they're all amazing.
We
Just gonna
paired-
put that out there.
do you?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Believe all women, they're all amazing.
disagree, but that's okay.
Except for my ex. She can go fuck herself.
So we paired it down to the top 5 women of recent history. We're gonna do our best. You okay over there?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
it is, yeah. I'm gold. I can't wait to meet these ladies.
All right. I'll start it off with number 5 is C.C. Telfer, who is an American 400-meter hurdler who became the first woman.
Hey, watch yourself.
To win a women's NC. See, the only reason it's a news story is because she's a man,
Stop it.
or else it wouldn't be a story.
Oh.
No.
It would just be a woman winning a race.
No, it's a woman being oppressed by a governing body.
Okay, right.
Then
okay.
winning a race.
So she, that was in, the 400-meter hurdle in 2019. And the governing body, the World Athletics, last year decided that it was going to prohibit athletes who have gone through what it calls male puberty. I'm not sure why it's in air quotes, because it's...
I thought genders were a social construct.
Yeah. Apparently, they are. So anyone who's gone through quote-unquote male puberty cannot participate in female world rankings competitions. So Telfer competed for the NCAA Division II Franklin Pierce University men's track and field team for 3 years, although according to her said that he never saw himself as a male athlete.
As she shouldn't.
As she shouldn't. It's all very confusing.
I don't know what
You know what? I don't
know.
even like the gendered language.
Please do not use gendered language.
Should we?
What's going on out here? I'm lost.
Yeah.
Kenny just came off the bender.
I got bent last night.
Do you want to take number
Hey, you got
4?
your oil
Over.
changed.
What's that?
Got your oil changed.
Sure. Oh,
Do you want to take number 4, Kenny?
I'll take number 4. Oh, my goodness. Number 4 is J.C. Cooper is a male powerlifter who is demanding to compete in women's division. He was originally barred from competing against the women, but 2 years ago, Cooper filed a lawsuit against USA powerlifter for discrimination. The court sided with Cooper, and then his ruling also mandated the USA powerlifting must cease and desist from all unfair discriminatory practices because of sexual orientation and gender identity, and that it revises its policy. So congratulations, JC. Now go destroy some women
Yeah.
without your penis.
I'm pretty sure JC's still intact.
Is he?
Yeah.
Pretty
That doesn't
sure.
sound-
Pretty sure all of these.
Oh,
Yeah.
well then.
Women
That sounds
are
a little.
still intact.
I think the young kids call it sus. Is that what the young kids just call it? Is that what you young boys are calling it? Sus?
I
Is that
just
sus?
want to walk up these stairs and leave
Suspect.
right now.
Seuss.
Zeus.
I don't know. I feel if you got a penis,
Dr. Suss.
just don't use it between us.
Yeah.
Wise words from Kenny G.
The curls got me. My frequency's wild.
Yeah, you're on point.
Sharp tonight.
You got him out. That's what happens when you
You
get him
got a
out.
pencil sharpener in my pocket.
You're going to start shooting lasers. Matt, do you want to take number 3
Absolutely.
on the list?
Absolutely.
Yeah, hold on, we got lasers.
Veronica Ivy, a Canadian cyclist who became the first transgender woman to win a world track cycling championship, has taken issue with the sports governing body's updated policy on transgender athletes participating in women's activities. The Union Cycliste Internationale updated its policy to prohibit any trans cyclists from competing in women's events if they had transitioned after male puberty. There's that male puberty. Again.
Male puberty.
Same.
Yeah.
As if puberty can be gendered.
Seriously. Puberty is fluid.
Surrounded by bigots.
I'm still waiting to reach puberty. It never happened.
You get there.
I'm trying to grow.
Yeah.
Every which way but loose. Like, come on, hook me up, please. Always ask Santa Claus for another few inches.
Ivy vented on Instagram saying that now she's forced to compete, to be humiliated by competing in the men's open category. There's no cis women in this category, only trans women and cis men. That means it's not open. The UCI has said loud and clear that trans women are not real women and that we must be treated as other, and that cis women must be protected from us, innocent trans women.
I'm fucking confused.
I am too.
Yeah.
Confusion.
So is Ivy, apparently.
Ivy's very confused.
Yeah.
Anyone who uses the prefix cis, I think, is confused.
Yeah.
It's the only time I use sis is when I call my sissy sissy.
Yeah.
That's the only time.
The only time I use when I call JoJo a sissy. Fucking cream puff.
No more open toe shoes at the show, even though they're not.
You don't like that?
You keep
all
staring
with
at
the
his
little
toe
penises.
cleavage.
Yeah, he's
You
really
can't look.
It's like they
You
all
can't
look
look
like
away.
little penises. I'm jealous. I'm jealous of your toes. They're
10
much
little
bigger
dicks
than
on
me.
the end of your foot.
Jesus. You should get on like that foot finder or whatever they call it.
Yeah, I got some masculine feet. It's pretty nice.
All right, we got 2 more to go till we can move on, gentlemen. Number 2 is known to everyone, and if it's not known to everyone, it should be. Number 2 of the 5 greatest women of recent history is Leah Thomas.
Oh, that's not who I was hoping for.
From the University of Pennsylvania. So Thomas is without a doubt everyone's favorite swimmer, and if she's not your favorite swimmer, then you're fucking transphobic.
You're a bigot.
Exactly. Thomas is yet another man who had a very unremarkable career competing against other men until he decided that he was a woman. Leah then went on to win the NCAA Division I National Championship in 2022 for the women's 500-yard freestyle. And like most of these brave women, if you go to Leah's Wikipedia page or many other articles about her, see, I said her.
You should. She's a woman.
It's fucking with my head. I don't even know how to keep it straight. All these places will state that she was assigned male at birth.
That should be a crime.
And then she didn't. Yeah, I can't believe it's taken until this year until we figured out that doctors do such a horrific crime against people to assume their gender when they're born instead of
Yes.
waiting until they can.
That's for your
Tell people
parents
what
to
they're-
decide
Right.
Just sounds like a bunch of
when they
beta male
push you
bitches.
when they push you into being transgender.
Or your kindergarten teacher
Or
to
that.
decide and then
Yeah.
decide to tell your parents.
Or
you're
you're the police.
or your Surgeon General.
Somebody.
But she eventually realized that her truth was that she was a woman. And she went on to kick some serious ass in the pool.
You know, rumor has it that she still sleeps with women.
Yep.
Yeah. So she's a lesbian.
Trans lesbian.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Interesting angle. I haven't tried that one yet.
Just a heads up, gentlemen. I'm a transformer. I'm more than meets the eye.
we know that.
Trans.
Below the waist.
I'm not a GoBot, bitch.
Below the waist, you can turn into whatever you want to turn into.
Pretty much just trim down the
You
bush.
should see me when I'm by myself. I do transform. You know.
And finally, we're coming to number 1. And we should have had a sample of a drum roll.
Is it
My
Michelle Obama?
favorite.
But we're
Please
going
be Michelle Obama.
to. We need a drum roll.
Knock, knock. Who's there?
You know who it is. Number 1 on our list of the top 5 women of recent history
on, Michelle
is
Obama.
Admiral Rachel Leland Levine.
I drive a Subaru because I'm gay.
Way to go.
Take it
Way
number
to
one.
go.
I used to have a
Pennsylvania native.
That's
Legacy.
right.
Does that make me gay?
What'd you have?
I used to have a Subaru Legacy back in 09.
No, that's okay.
Okay.
As long as it was back in 09. Yeah.
It had a big back end on it.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty
Everyone
good.
knows Miss Levine is a pediatrician, and she serves as the United States Assistant Secretary of Health since 2021. I didn't know she also had a degree in medicine as well as psychology and pediatric medicine. And I don't think this person should be anywhere near children.
No.
Nor should anybody be taking any kind of psychological advice from this person.
No.
This is a person who was a full-grown man who was married, who had kids before he decided that he was transgender, and now lobbies hard for pushing kids down this road, starting right with these cross-sex hormones, which they like to say are reversible, which is bullshit. It's basically, it's chemical castration.
Yep.
And then what it ends with is mutilating the bodies of underage children, chopping off penises and breasts. And it's, I really believe we're going to look back on this period of time in the future almost the way we look back on the ancient Aztecs who were sacrificing virgins to the sun god, to be like, what the fuck were people thinking?
I mean, we're doing the same
What
thing
were
right
people
now.
thinking?
Like just
weren't
sacrificing young kids'
thinking-
dicks to Biden.
That's what I'm saying. That's what we're going to look back on in the
So,
future. This is going to be
history
a dark.
repeats itself.
This is going to be a dark period.
Well, it's gender affirming care.
Right. That's what they
It's
call it.
life saving.
Right.
Gender affirming care.
I've seen videos.
Even though gender doesn't exist, so I don't know what there is to affirm.
There's
But it's saving lives.
there's so many contradictions when you
I've
get
seen-
to.
It makes perfect sense to me. I just think you're a bigot.
Well, I've seen videos of people that had that happen to them many, many years ago, and it's like they like regret that thing happening to them.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Like
the
I've seen,
detransitioners.
like, grown, like older people that had this done way back in the day, and they're like they can't heal properly. It's just like really bad.
You know who should really be pissed off? The gays. Because all these little gay kids are being told that they're women.
Exactly.
You should be a woman. You should transition. There's going to be no gays left.
Well, if you
Who's Kenny going to fuck?
Not you, bitch. Not you, Matt. Your feet are too big.
if you read some of the stories, and that group, Gays Against Groomers, is putting out every day a couple stories from these detransitioners, these people, and the majority of them talk about how they basically just had internalized homophobia. They didn't want to believe that they were gay, and they got this idea put in their head by these gender clinicians and psychologists that, well, maybe you're actually a girl or maybe you're actually a boy, and that made sense to them because they didn't want to admit to themselves that they were just gay.
Yeah.
They were just gay. And when you look at the numbers too, I think it's believed between 80 and 80% of kids with gender dysphoria who grow out of it go on to be gay.
Yeah.
And they still have their body intact. And
Or
they can
straight, and they were just having a weird moment in their life.
Right. Yeah. But their body's intact. They're still able to have an orgasm.
Like that one night in
They're
Germany.
still able to procreate if they want to,
Yeah.
you know, as opposed to having a sterile body that's unable to have any kind of sexual pleasure for the rest of their lives.
That
Because
sounds dangerous.
It's like, do what you want, but keep the options on the table, right?
yeah.
Like,
Right.
you can say or
Let
be
the
whatever you
youngsters
want,
develop
but
first
as soon
before
as
they make
as soon
that
as you start
decision.
cutting things off or stopping hormones, that's it.
Yeah. I mean, you can't vote or drink or anything else until you're of age, but you can cut your dick off and prevent puberty.
You,
Right.
you can go down that road with like almost everything. Like now, like with like the same thing. Like you can't buy tobacco until you're 21, but you can go to war.
Yeah.
But hopefully this list has proven to everyone that in the year 2024, the best women are in fact men.
That's
It's Women's History Month.
Excuse me, it's ma'am. It is ma'am.
It's another one for the patriarchy boys.
I love it. Wins all around.
Not only are we men, but we're also the best women.
Keep those women in their
So-
fucking place. Second
Suck it,
place.
chicks. Happy Women's History Month. Happy Women's History Month to you, too.
Thank you. I'm still trying to be the best woman I could be. I haven't been successful though.
I don't know. I think you're
Think
getting there.
so?
I think you're getting there every day.
Trying to thin out, tuck it better. I don't know. Trying to figure it out.
that's right. I'd say work on the tuck a little bit more.
Say again?
Work on the tuck a little bit more.
Why are you meat gazing?
Why not?
I'm still working on the triple ending. I can't get that down.
Maybe a new brown to tape.
What is it?
A new brand of tape.
Yeah.
Have you tried electrical tape?
I tried using like liquid nail, but that just wasn't.
I feel like that gets stuck in the pubes.
Very hurt.
That might seal you up.
Don't use that.
Liquid nail in the tip. Oh, that's a great
I
day.
think everyone needs to get their oil changed once in a while.
Oh yeah.
Jesus Christ.
H&F, baby.
Really about that Jiffy Lube myself.
So our buddy Senator John Fetterman, who all of a sudden after having a stroke is starting to sound fairly reasonable.
Yeah, it's like he jarred something loose.
So I don't know if it was that leftism mental illness, mental infection that kind of got jogged out of his brain.
Maybe it just killed the retarded part of his brain.
Or it could have been that, or it could have been then that his wife Giselle is not whispering in his ear so much anymore, or his staffers aren't doing all his tweeting. I don't know, but all of a sudden he's kind of seeming like a middle of the road, halfway decent dude.
Sounds like he deserves to wear all that Carhartt now.
I think he stands like 6'7".
He's a big boy.
He's like tall.
Yeah.
I was checking out his stats.
Built like
He's got big feet like Matt.
300 pounds of chewed bubble gum, though. He's a fucking
His foot
mess.
size like 15 inches.
He's so incredibly misshapen,
Yeah.
like tiny little legs.
Just shapes like a lava lamp walking around.
300-pound lava lamp.
But he came out against the Senate's Transportation, Housing, and Urban Development and Related Agencies Appropriation Bill, because within there was $1 million going to this spot in Philly called the William Way House, which most people have probably never heard of. I never heard of until
I know it very well.
until Libs of TikTok actually posted about this. So he originally was in support of the bill, and Libs of TikTok posted about this, and then he and Senator Bob Case, our other senator, both decided to withdraw their support for it. So I looked into it. So the William Way LGBT Community Center in Philly is basically like, for the most part, seems probably totally fine. They host like group meetings and get-togethers, and I think they have a library and stuff. But within there is a place called the Aviary. And this is where it really starts to get interesting. So according to the Aviary itself, and this is on their website, the Aviary is an improvised interactive theater night focusing on ontological deconstruction of the political theory concepts of contact and domination, as put forth by Carol Patterman and Charles Mills. I didn't look into those people. I don't know who the fuck they are. It often utilizes concepts that involve fetish as well as BDSM. So they host a once-a-month night in this William Way house that is basically an anything goes, whatever you want to have sex party, which I'm totally fine with.
Sounds like a hoot.
But if you're talking about $1 million worth of taxpayer money,
I mean,
going to that place, that's where
I'm
I'm
not
like,
getting paddled by Patterman. What's her name?
yeah.
Was it Patterman? She's not paddling me. I'm spending money on this and I'm not getting paddled.
It was actually just last Saturday too. We just missed the last one, but we could
raining.
we
It
could
was
maybe
raining.
take a field trip.
It was raining
to the
men.
next one. So I pulled out a couple. There was a really long list of their rules of play on the website. It was too much, but I pulled out the most interesting ones. All play must be consensual. You must get permission from a DM, which stands for Dungeon Monitor, to play with fire or puncture the skin. Bodily fluids, in parentheses, blood, saliva, etc., may not leave the body.
Come on.
If they do leave the body, they must be cleaned up
It
immediately.
must be swallowed.
Genitals and anuses must remain covered in non-play areas. So as long as you're in a non-play area,
Well, let's defund this place. It sounds like
So was
no
it like
fun.
you just- see your
genitals
butt
and
plug in?
anuses can be out as long. So it's like basically like the lobby, and there's like a come down room, and so, but in the main areas, like in the center
come-down room?
of the dungeon, that's what they call it. So it's basically like you may need some time to relax and decompress after your experiences, you know, in the middle of the dungeon.
Banged by a 9-inch penis. What the fuck? Stressed out.
Yeah. So that bill now, I guess, is up in the air because they don't have enough support for it. And I don't know. To me, it sounds like maybe a cool place for a white guy's field trip.
I think so.
I think they would host our podcast.
Yeah.
I'm thinking that the boys from the Democrats didn't get invited. They were very disappointed because they were ready to uncover their back end.
Yeah.
Oh, let's face it. Our government spends more money on worse shit than that. I'm hardly offended
Without
by
a
this.
doubt. Yeah.
It's all spread out everywhere, but not for you. That's
Yeah.
all.
Yeah.
They're not.
I'd rather give it to sex clubs than fucking Israel or Ukraine.
Ukraine.
So
Yeah.
when's the next date?
I think it's the second Saturday of every month.
We'll be there.
So we'll have to check it.
I'm
What?
already uncomfortable. I'm skeeved out.
Just start gauging your ass right now with
Somebody
butt
see all
plugs and then
these-
bigger and bigger.
They
dildos.
said, well, there is a room for they call them newbies, and there's experienced people there
So
that
they got
can
Capri Sun and all that.
kind of like
crackers?
psych you up and let you know what
they
it's all
fluff
about
you.
before. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's the fluff
It's been a
room.
while since I've been fluffed.
Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, you can. Fuck you too.
So $1 million maybe is not going to go to the William A. House, which is kind of a bummer.
They can raise other things
I mean-
instead of money. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
They'll raise it up. They don't need to loot to raise it, do they?
I can't believe they'll
I
have.
have a feeling Bill Clinton will help them raise money.
He's a blower.
Sure is.
Yeah.
He killed a guy.
To a friend.
Yeah.
I can't say that.
What's that? I didn't say it. That's Norm. They know where he lives.
That wasn't me. That was Norm Macdonald.
Yeah,
I was just repeating Norm Macdonald.
Okay.
Yeah.
Quote.
Yeah.
A lot of air quotes tonight.
What is it?
There are a lot of air quotes tonight.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I learned it from you.
It's a weird night.
We're speaking about
Watching
women.
you. Can we pause real
Yes,
quick?
it is Women's History
sorry.
Month.
It is.
We can pause.
I feel like a woman because I got to pay. Can we just do something nice?
Oh, you want to do something nice?
You want to
Kenny?
do something nice?
We can do
I
something
want to
nice.
be nice to everybody except Matt.
Yeah, fuck you.
Something nice.
Do a thing at the end of the show where people send texts in. So people send text messages on before I come on stage, and they can text in. So kind of like a virtual heckle. but
I
a
love
shout
that.
out. This woman said, "I'm celebrating my 15 bonus years tonight because of you. Thank you." And I didn't know what that meant. And so I get chatting to the girl in the audience. I said, "It's bonus years." And she said, "Oh, I'm a depressive, and I was going to kill myself when I was 15. And I was waiting till everyone went to sleep in the house, and I was going to hang myself. And I had nothing to do while I was waiting. So I was looking at YouTube, and I found a clip of you, and I laughed. And then I watched more, and I kept laughing. And I'm alive now."
My gosh.
And it was like, I just didn't know what to do.
Wow.
I didn't know what to do with it. And you kind of go, that weird thing that we do just for fun, just to make people laugh. And you go, well, sometimes some people really need it.
Gay.
That's the deal. I mean, it got a little heavy there. It got a little
Come
heavy,
on,
but
man.
laughter kept her alive. He made her laugh. And
You know what, though? Suicide is supposed to be for middle-aged white men. And this fucking bitch is trying to take that away from us,
Stop
too.
it,
Is there
dude.
anything that people will not steal from white men? I mean, we're the best. Look at the numbers. We are the top for suicide.
So, like, I'm going to
Middle-aged white
bigot.
men.
You're a bigot to people that are wanting to murder themselves.
This is our shit. This is our
son of a bitch.
Stop taking our culture.
Yeah.
Yeah, seriously.
This is part of the white middle-aged culture. Is
I
suicide.
thought it was nice, and you turned something nice
You know what?
into
And
something
fuck
about
Jimmy
white
Carr,
people.
that fucking cuck.
Turned it in right away. Right away. It's all about the white guy. Like,
Yeah.
I thought the show was just named White Guy. I think it was all about honky.
I thought it was something nice.
Dude, fuck
I thought
you.
it was nice. I thought it was nice.
I thought it was nice. I
Fuck
was going to
Jimmy
be more
Carr.
fucking cats.
You know what? When people watch our show, I hope they do fucking kill themselves. I want to drive somebody to suicide. Kill yourself.
We'll
Do
get
it, pussy.
some messages. No
balls. Do it.
I was doing okay, and then I watched this fucking show, and I just killed myself.
Good.
Send and then jumped off.
I hope your parents
Somebody's
cry.
angry, dude. We got to get.
Wouldn't that be amazing if we got some messages like that? Like I was
Well, they're gonna be dead.
generally a happy person.
Probably be
And I
some suicide notes.
I
I'm like,
started watching this show, and then all of a sudden I killed myself.
That's completely ridiculous.
that would make my day. I would beat off to those fucking messages.
That's stride jerk worthy right there.
Then you
It
will
is.
get no bonus years, Matt.
I don't need them.
You need them. You got your boy.
These years
you
are
got
good
your
years.
son. You need all the years.
That was something nice.
He's a little
I
bit.
thought so. I was going to be more cat shit. I just figured I had to flip it real quick because I had all these cat videos saved up, and I was like, should I do a cat video? And then I saw that. I was like, it's heavy, but it's nice.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Something nice.
And I like him. I think he's a good comedian. I like when he fucks with the people. Like they think they're cute and shit, and then he'll like just destroy them.
Yeah.
Like calmly.
Right.
I love it.
He just ruined all that cred by being a little pussy in that video.
Huh? Who, him?
Yeah,
He's just not angry like you.
he's angry.
Oh, he is.
Yeah.
Is he angry?
He definitely is.
He's far more angry than I am.
Who? That guy?
Jimmy Carr?
Who are we talking about?
The car guy. You think he's angry?
Oh yeah.
I never met him. He's mad. Well, he is British, so
Who's not? Everybody's mad.
I'm mad too. I pretend all the time that I'm fucking happy.
Oh, here it now. It's coming out.
Coming
Yeah.
out. You want to hear something not nice? You know,
Fuck you, Norm.
You want to
and
hear
fuck
something really?
you,
I got my old shades. It was nice.
Can I tell you something, Kenny?
Tell me.
I think you maybe need to start working on your wellness.
Fuck. I thought I was.
I don't think you are.
I'm not.
I don't think you are.
I felt well today.
We're not ever going to be able to do another episode of Curls of Wisdom if you
No.
don't start working on your wellness.
Fuck. I like Curls of Wisdom.
Yeah.
If you're not working on your wellness, you go fuck yourself. That's my favorite one. If you ain't working on your wellness, Matt, go fuck yourself. That AI shit was awesome. I watched that video so many times.
It's
Not
funny.
even like in a narcissistic way, but like how many different versions of how it came through. I was ridiculous.
Hey, you were trying to get the same message across. It just came out differently every night.
It's not easy, but you can do it. Everyone's got a bag of shit full of it, you know?
And
Yeah.
you just put it in the middle of the floor, and everyone would just pick their own shit
Yeah, and run.
and run.
That's right, but he fucking ruined it. I remember now.
How many? We're just going to go over old bits from the show now?
That's funny.
Let's just do a fucking montage
Getting nostalgic.
of old
Hey, man.
bullshit.
I brought up the 1 year
We're at the
thing.
White Castle here.
Huh?
We're getting a little nostalgic at White Castle.
Yeah, he said that 10 months ago, and I remembered it like it was yesterday.
I wish my memory was
Yeah.
as good as
Yeah.
yours.
That's
Can you say it
sweet.
verbatim?
What?
Do the whole line. Do the whole thing.
What?
When I'm
So we're going to move on to the California Pharmacist Association, and they've got some stellar new materials that they're teaching to their pharmacists in California, which it's going to blow your mind, you guys. This is like high level stuff, like for a pharmacist, not only just for pharmacists, but for everybody. Like you'll see how much this has to do with pharmacy and prescribing. Not even prescribing, just filling drugs for people. You'll see how important this is. But we got 4 slides here from their course, and the first one is Western culture, current ways of being. And the first bullet point talks about the dominant group. So it's the societal group that has access to economic, social, political, and civic resources, which come to be viewed as privileges over time. This is a societal group. Through its collective activity, it turns that privilege over time into societal power. It may also be known as the agent identity. Now, in the 21st century United States, the privileged groups are men, white people, upper class / wealthy people, heterosexual persons, cisgendered persons, United States citizens. So we're talking about the United States, and they list United States citizens as a privileged group. Okay, so just think about that. Able-bodied persons, Christians, and highly educated persons. So if you find yourself in that group, no, you're not in that group at all.
well, I'm part of the white group.
If you find yourself in that group, just know that you have privilege. Okay, that's the first step to the next step. is understanding that.
I'm really psyched about this.
Okay.
I didn't realize I had so much
next
privilege.
step?
I mean, it's.
What's the next step? New World Order?
I see a lot of winning. is
Yeah,
what
it's like I hit the lottery.
I've heard a lot of whining, but yeah, I want to win.
All right, so the next one is the systems of oppression. Yeah, and this is a beautiful multicolored wheel.
That's beautiful.
It's not in rainbow, though. I don't like it.
And it's weirdly not rainbow. So these are the systems of oppression that exist along social identity dimensions. All right. So in the center, it says system of oppression. They screwed up the spacing so much that it says oppressio, and then the ends on the next line. But whatever. Good for them. At the top is ableism, and we're going to go counterclockwise. Ageism/adultism, sizeism, classism, Eurocentrism/Western centrism, racism, cis-sexism, regular sexism, religious oppression, and heterosexism. So these are all the types of systems of oppression that a fucking pharmacist needs to learn about before they can fulfill some prescriptions, before they can put some pills in a jar.
I feel like they don't need to know that.
I don't even watch sports.
And I don't even know if it's worth even, I'll skip to the last one because the third one is just like, it just doesn't even make it. And none of these make any sense, but the third one is worth cutting out. So the last one, the fourth one, is colonialism and colonization, which
It's already happened.
Two of my favorite things.
Exactly. I love.
It already exists.
So underneath that
nothing
is the effects of colonialism and colonization on pre-colonial ways of being. This is a catchphrase in like the new left Marxist world. There's ways of being, that there are other ways of being that are not white, Western, rational, empirical, anything other than scientific thought, or these like traditional quote unquote ways of being that have been squashed by the scientific method, basically. So the bullet points here are: racism creates race, which I'll agree with that one, otherness, and whiteness. Under that, slave trade, black codes, genocide, and displacement of indigenous people, and U.S. tribal treaties. Okay. Next point, erasure of gender and sexual identities. Under that, anti-LGBTQ plus laws. They missed a few letters in there, so they need to do better on that. Policies across the globe. Many are still active today. And this is actually interesting because they don't list the U.S. in here. I would have thought they would list the U.S. in here, but they're talking about anti-LGBTQ laws. And if you listen to certain people, we have all kinds of anti-LGBTQ laws in the U.S., but they surprisingly don't list the U.S. here. But they do list Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Sierra Leone, Malaysia, Gambia, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and the Philippines.
I think they're racist because those are all countries with brown people.
Well,
I mean, that's problematic.
that's one thing that they don't like to acknowledge very often.
I mean,
is then in a lot of traditional African societies are not nearly or not at all accepting of alternative sexualities and alternative genders and all these things. Like they fucking
let's just say black people in general don't really like it. American blacks don't like it.
I don't know
unless they're fucking fabulous.
Right.
But
well, I mean,
culturally they don't like that shit.
RuPaul's Drag Race, right? That was huge.
Yeah, but let him walk down, Girard Avenue and see how far he goes.
I feel like a deer in the headlights with this shit. I identify as a Caucasian and not white.
Yeah.
Yep.
He checks the other box.
A cock Asian.
I mean, all this stuff just sounds
Asian.
Oh, caulk Asian.
I mean, like I'm Caucasian, but I got an Asian penis.
You're caulky.
Tiny caulk gun.
You're caulky.
Yeah, it's just too much.
Everything I see listed there, it just sounds like a bunch of weirdos and losers complaining about being weirdos and losers.
Yeah. Scoreboard.
Yeah.
Scoreboard.
You lost. We won.
Fucking deal with it. Fucking losers.
But I mean, can you imagine that as a pharmacist, you've got to pass this course. You have to go through this course. Like, what does this have to do with pharmacy?
I wonder what bakers have to go through.
What, yeah,
I mean, what the fuck?
right.
20% off at a North Face.
Man.
Yeah.
It's just like it's reaching so far and so deep into every aspect of the fucking society at this point.
You said it. The aspect.
Yeah, you said it. Caucasian. I mean, it's depressing on one hand. The other hand, it's like, are we gonna get to the point soon where it's so overly saturated that people are gonna start to realize the absurdity?
I think that's happening.
Of it. I feel like it is.
That's why I feel this stuff's good.
I feel like it is too.
Because it's just opening people's eyes to how absolutely incredibly fucking retarded all this stuff is.
Yeah.
I just can't keep up. I just can't keep up with any of it. Like, I don't even.
The pendulum always swings back the other way.
Yeah.
And I think it's begun.
Yeah. I feel that too.
Look at Trump's poll numbers. I mean, people were turning to him who didn't vote for him the first 2 times.
Yeah.
So when did the pendulum hit the bottom? At one point in the last 4 years, the pendulum hit the bottom.
When they stole the election.
Yeah. Or hit all the way to the left. So, yeah. Yeah, I would say probably 2018 through 2020.
I think peak stupid was when the lockdown.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that red pilled a lot of people.
Oh, it did for sure.
Yeah.
Between the lockdowns, vaccines,
forced vaccination,
George Floyd, mostly peaceful.
Yeah.
You know, all
you
of
can't
that,
leave your house, but the rioters, they're good to go.
Right,
They can just go out, and it's not a mass spreading event.
Yeah, we can cancel, AA meetings, yet the liquor stores are an essential business.
Yeah, of course.
And then we were like Zoom drinking. Fucking retarded. I did it. I was like, this is weird. I'm like, I don't even know these people.
Wow, was that your rock bottom?
No, I just was doing art, and like,
who are these people?
Invited me. I'm like, this is new. This is different. I wasn't completely into it, but it was what was going on.
It was like a Zoom party.
Yeah, it was wild. Like, it's drinking on Zoom.
How wild was it?
Yo, it was. I can't talk about it. It's wild.
I guess that goes against the saying, like, if you drink alone, you're an alcoholic. But I guess there's loopholes around that.
Like, it was a
My
whole
camera's on. Shut up.
Yeah.
Partying on Zoom.
Got a screen in front of me. I'm
That's
good.
like our new life.
That's wild, yeah.
Yeah, it was weird. It was the weirdest shit.
Why are we just fighting about this now? I feel like that's
I'm not fighting about it. I was like Creekside.
That's golden.
I didn't realize how like Corona fucked me up until I went to DC. So I was like, everywhere I was at wasn't any activity. Like I'm Creekside watching geese and fucking ducks and shit.
Fucking ducks.
Up at Chuck's. But and I go to DC, it's too much activity, man. I'm like, oh my God. Like I didn't realize how it fucked me up.
I couldn't imagine being in the city for that.
Oh.
I mean, I had still friends in Philly who I was getting updates from who were just like,
oh God, dude.
People, if like you saw somebody walking down the sidewalk that didn't have a mask on, people would just,
it was just
instantly shame them and like yell at them.
Really?
And like
that whole
you're
shame and shit was fucked up, dude.
walking. People just lost their like we know people lost their minds.
Last week I saw somebody wearing a mask while driving alone.
Yes, that's what I was just thinking about.
Dude,
I love when that happens.
I still see it.
That's incredible.
That's like the old game we used to play. What was it? Bediddle. And
Yeah.
You'd see a car with a headlight that was out.
Yeah.
You'd like punch your buddy who was driving.
Yeah.
Bediddle?
Yeah.
Sounds like something Biden does for little kids.
He bediddles the kids.
Just a little bediddle.
I thought he just snipped their hair.
And I
Let me give you a little bit of middle.
That's after.
According to Ashley Biden's diary, he does a little more than that.
Oh. He's got diarrhea?
This fucking guy.
Oh, he said diarrhea. I'm sorry. My ears are fucked up. They're infected.
Well, they're all clogged up with all that giant Jew fur you got.
my hair again.
Stop letting people come into your ears.
Yeah, seriously. Getting your oil changed doesn't mean they got to come in your ears.
You don't have to let them finish.
They got to replace the oil
It's like the
somehow.
little people that live inside your walls and shit. That's who did it.
Like little people from like Cat's Eye.
Like, no, we are the littles. It's an old 80s show.
No idea
You'll
what
know.
you're.
I remember that.
You don't
Right
have
now.
to, Norm. You don't have to know everything like you think you do.
Wasn't alive.
Is there some tension building here? Do you think he's an elitist? Know it all?
Nah, he's not elitist. He's a Caucasian with long legs.
That's right.
He's an entitled Caucasian.
He's a tall Caucasian, and he's got heels on.
But I could not get hired to work for this video game developer.
Really? Even with your qualification.
None of us could.
Fuck.
We got penises.
That I don't think matters, even though she
you
is.
look like her with.
She is non-binary.
Okay.
But I don't think she's worried about the penis.
Oh, all
but
right.
she is worried about the melanation.
Oh.
I have a team of 21 right now for Validate. It's a pretty big team. It's a crazy big team for indie games. But who is your team? Validate has a team of mostly all people of color. We have no white people on our team. I did that because I wanted to create a safe environment. And I know the best way for an environment to be safe is to be around people who are just like me. And I'm not saying that white people in the industry are creating unsafe environments. I'm not saying that. That is not what I'm saying. I am saying that sometimes it is hard to work with white people because they think that something may okay, but it was really a microaggression. And no one wants to deal with that while you're trying to make a game that they love.
That's bizarre.
I'll tell you what, I never have felt safer than when I'm surrounded by a bunch of black people. Honestly, she's got a point.
She does have a point.
I mean, I wouldn't want to work with white people.
Yeah.
Dude, this shit pisses me
Imagine
off
trying
so
to run this
much.
podcast. Yeah.
Oh my God. Retarded.
But, again, the thing we say all the time.
Switch them.
Switch it. How does it sound?
Norm, say it.
Fucking racist.
That is racist.
I have a team that's mostly white, not mostly, all white people. And I decided to not hire black people because I'm not saying that they make me unsafe. That's not what I'm saying. I'm not saying at all. You notice how she said that 3 or 4 times. Yeah. That's not what I'm saying.
She had to clarify.
That white people make things unsafe. What I'm saying is white people make things unsafe and make me feel unsafe. But I'm not saying that. So my thing always is like fucking consistency. If that's cool, which I think is shitty, but if that's cool, then the other way should be cool too.
Right.
And if white people or if Asian people want to create their own development teams, specifically, I think it's a stupid fucking way to go.
Yeah.
But if that's gonna be okay, then it needs to be okay all the way around.
I mean, well, I think diversity is not our strength. Let's just put that out there. So if they want to have their own shit, let them.
Yeah.
I'm fine with it. Be racist. I don't give a shit. Because we're still, still me at the end of the day. I was going to say something pretty racist there, but
I'll be honest with you.
I caught myself.
I'll be completely honest with you. I feel that I'm like a diversity hire for the cast.
On this show?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we had to have token Jew.
Absolutely. Yeah. You could see it.
We got our filthy Dago over there.
He's 5%. Dude. Get it right.
5%. The one drop rule accounts for them too.
He's all toes tonight.
All toast? Toes.
He's all toes tonight. Did you shave your knuckles?
No. Shave my forearm so to go up your ass easier.
Oh, jeez.
Sorry.
You had
to go in the gutter, huh?
It's going off the rails.
Right into the gutter.
Right, all the way. Listen, man, if I'm jumping, I'm going all the way in.
An amateur hour.
I already
out
got
here.
my oil changed today. Don't worry about it.
I don't think he has a small body.
Yeah.
Even smaller body cavity. That's not going. No, you're not getting past your wrist.
I found out today that my forearms are bigger than 3 inches.
Really?
I had a fern cut. I was just like, "Jah!" Like, oh look, it can't fit. It's a proud moment at work.
It would be like a Mr. Hands moment. Did you see that video?
No.
You never saw Mr. Hands video?
No.
That big dude?
No, about the guy who got killed by the horsecock.
Oh yeah.
This stallion went balls deep in him. That's what your form would do to this little guy over here. Just a diminutive fellow.
Kenny, they call me the plumber stallion.
Benny. Kenny.
You guys have anything else? I feel like we were all over the fucking place today.
Yeah. A little fucked up tonight.
A little bit. I mean, I'm not
A little
intoxicated.
disjointed.
I got
It's okay.
some other stuff.
I'm not. Do you?
Yeah, I mean, do you hear about this young woman in the UK who was running for president of her class at her university?
Yes.
And she's causing some, not controversy, but some giggles. from her name alone. Would you like to know what her name is?
I would love to know what her name is.
Yes.
I have a feeling.
Tuna cunt.
And they still think it's chicken.
It's cunt with a K.
Just to be safe.
Tuna cunt.
She's from Turkey, right?
She's from Turkey. I guess that's okay in Turkey. I guess they don't get that there.
It's
but
like John Smith in Turkey.
yeah. Pretty common name. But I thought it was a satire. It's not. That article is absolutely real.
That's crazy. Yeah. Jessica Simpson would have thought it was chicken of the sea.
She would.
You wanted to start bringing back vote for Pedro. I think you need to bring back vote for tuna.
We got to vote for the...
Let's get some shirts made up.
Make some shirts.
I'm voting all day.
White guys on the back and the front of box logo with her face and on top of it with the letters.
I'm going to eat tuna fish every day.
Vote cunt.
Until she
Vote
wins.
Cunt.
Every day. I'm into it.
That's fucking awesome.
Yes.
I mean, it shows you the language barrier because, you know, like in Japan or China, I know there's like the racial slurs that are just normal words for them that like sound like racial slurs in our language.
Yeah.
I've seen a ton of clips of that. It's funny
I've seen
as shit.
like kids wearing shirts over there with English words that like were like not okay.
It's like the white chick getting a fucking tattoo that says egg roll.
Yeah. My buddy was in the Peace Corps over in Senegal for a while, and he brought back some shirts because they would get these like knockoff American shirts.
Yeah.
And it was a Nike shirt. It had the swish right, but instead of Nike, it said NICE underneath. This is like nice.
That's even better.
Nailed it.
Yeah. That I would wear. I'd wear a nice shirt. I wouldn't wear a Nike shirt, but I'd wear a nice shirt.
Give one to this fucking guy over here since he likes nice shit.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Oh, hold on. Let's get it.
That sounds like a shirt idea.
Hold on, wait.
I thought you were going to start fucking throwing hands.
Oh, no, wait. Oh, shit. I missed it.
Onto my dizzle. Damn. Be punching clowns.
Yeah, we could do some nice Kenny G nice shirts.
That'd be cool. I like the sun. I like when I look up at the end and it's like I'm looking at Jesus.
Jesus.
Yeah.
I feel like Kenny would look good on a...
I'm sorry, vote for Jesus.
It's awful funny that you're so fond of Jesus when your people killed him.
My last name isn't Wiener.
It's Schnitzel.
Griebstein. Isn't that your Kenny Griebstein?
No, it's
Grieb Steinberg.
It's Kenny Glover.
They call him Glover because he's a lover.
See, he's getting it off. He thinks I'm Jewish, but I'm really black.
Yeah.
That's what I told him, and he still called me a dyke. Or not a dyke. Fucking...
Well,
you might be more like what's his Sammy Davis. Sammy Davis Jr. was like half black, half Jewish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Black Jew.
You kind of look like Sammy Davis.
I feel like I'm more like Sammy Hagar right now.
You need some glasses, a mustache, and a cigar.
I can't drive 55.
And Class I. Yeah.
My ears are fucked up. Fucked up. My ears are fucked.
All right. We got some infected ears.
And that's it. I got it. That's it.
That's it.
That's all you got?
Yeah. Punching out.
Yep.
And I'm peeing. I got to pee again.
Jesus Christ.
Sucks, dude.
Twice in one episode?
What's that?
Twice in one episode?
I know. It's crazy.
We're breaking records out here, man.
Next time.
That dude give you a urinary tract
a man
infection?
diaper.
I didn't say get up yet. We're not done.
White guys, you know.
We'll just keep it going.
Yeah, audience, I'd just like to point out that
It's my ruler.
we are a year into this. Kenny G pisses more and talks less in the microphone. But he is still the non-blowing G that we all know and love.
Good night, everybody.
Happy Women's Month.
White guy.